Hello world! Curses of madness be upon you all for life fighters. We're here with Chapter 5 of Family Portrait, and we're going to ignore the recent Overwatch comic until I'm in the mood to talk about how bad it is. Instead, let's ride this week's hype train towards a happy ending. I was gonna call this Octane Unleashed, but maybe that's a bad idea considering where I am. Rumble rumble! Kaboom! I love this panel. Love the motion in that leap. What did I have for dinner? You okay? Nothing I can't handle. Gibbs, what was that? An explosion. That's the last time I eat at the Paradise Lounge. No, a literal bomb went off. You didn't see half a building land on us? That's like an average Tuesday, amigo. Looks like mercenaries. Seeing these guys a lot lately. Backup is on its way. Best thing you can do is stay here. Do nothing. Last time I did nothing, I lost everything I loved. I'm not living with that again. Now are you gonna help me get that goon's armor off, or what? Haha, this fella. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Creighton Sawtelle. You don't know that name yet. Yes, we do. I'll explain that in a bit. But you will when I run the Outlands. Now, which one of you is Cherisse Shay? Mom? There she is. How was your trip to see Sandringham Kelly on Salvo, Cherisse? Kill me or my family. The Salvonian Warlord will be very displeased. I'm not killing you. That's a familiar line, isn't it? I'm killing your friends. While you deliver a message to the Syndicate. They can have Salvo. I want Psamathe. Grant me my planet, or more will die. Things are heating up, man. Tell him yourself. We're not going anywhere. Yeah, Shay, you got this, girl. Yes, we are. You stay, Ajay. It's suicide. Even you aren't that foolish. I'm not leaving these people to die. I keep trying to save you, but you can't be saved. When they put a gun to your head, remember, this was your choice. Mama Shay is so fucking savage. Kill their daughter first. Man, the fact that he's even willing to, he knows that they put them and their business oh, ouch, man. Very much less ouch here. Here's the part where I remind you of two things, amigos. One, just because I never said the story had a happy ending, doesn't mean there isn't one. And two, not even death can kill a legend. BAM! And that's how you end a chapter. See you in a week, suckers. Meandering. Meander this, Shay. Ha! Yeah, to be damn continued. Kick-ass chapter this week. Really hotting things up. It's not exactly a happy ending, but it sets us up very nicely for things to come from this situation having, like, concluded. And it concludes with a bang. I mean, there's been several explosions throughout this whole thing. Octane's intro is hilarious, man. So very in keeping with the style he's been going with so far. How he's been teasing us, like, how he just takes everything in his stride. I like that Gibbs just had a cheeky bubble on hand. Yeah, this situation might at least help settle the tide between these two a little. Given Nik seems to be possibly involved in law enforcement. Yeah, see how much he knows about the mercenary group. Yeah, I think the business of the situation and how they each put their certain heads on things, especially Gibraltar taking responsibility. Yeah, I think this is good for their dilemma, their sort of conflict. Octane just... I love how he's drawn, actually, to be fair. Like, everything is so casual. And yeah, I love the motion in this shot. Given, like, how they're bringing the sort of... the articulation of motion into the art style, and the situation that we've got, and the setup for next week, I think that next week could see us have a pretty big action sequence in it. And I think that'd be really nice to see. Like, that's more deserving of why we've moved into the more sort of visual story medium. So this guy, Creighton Sawtelle. You don't know that name yet, which actually we do. We do know who Creighton Sawtelle is, to an extent. I think the very first Battle Pass loading screen from this season is from, like, an Apex Legends shippers journalist. Like, she ships Rampart and Mirage together, and she's called Chico Sawtelle. And towards the end of her spiel about the Mirage Wraith Rampart situation, she then makes a point that, oh, I love the bad boys, I love the black sheep of the family. By the way, Creighton, turn yourself in, honey. It's too late, something along those lines. This is her son. This is the son of someone who's obviously doing pretty well for themselves to be running an Apex Legends shippers column, right? Or a podcast, or whatever exactly it is she does. Seemingly some kind of reporter, right? And being the Outlands, it's quite in keeping for her to just, in a report, be there like, oh, honey, criminal honey, son, turn yourself in. Like, seeing that at first, I thought that whatever his crime may have been, may not have been that big a deal. But then again, this is the Outlands, so yeah, it's actually not that surprising, is it, that he's actually far bigger of a criminal than that would have implied. But he wants to run the Outlands, and he's trying to go through the Shea family. Or, given this, that he wants Psamathe, like he doesn't care about Salvo. I'll explain the Salvo bit in a minute as well. Maybe he is actually, like, he's sick of what the Syndicate has done to his planet. Maybe he's actually going to be way more understandable than he first appears here. But how exactly he's involved with maybe Psamathe itself, why he wants Olympus, or why he wants Psamathe, why he wants the Outlands as a whole, that could be a very different thing to wanting to reclaim his home territory, something like that. Salvo was actually hinted at and explained to an extent in the Watson teaser image where she got the letter from Gibraltar. One of the other letters was sort of a report on the Syndicate having expanded Syndicate Space, and very recently having included Salvo into the 7 planets of Syndicate Space. Sandringham Kelly is also a name that rings a bell to me. I'm not exactly sure why. I get a feeling it's a name we have heard before. But actually pretty fitting that they are a warlord, for them to have connections with the weapons dealing that the Shays did in the past, or possibly, very possibly still do. So it makes a lot of sense that the Shays have possibly even been utilized by the Syndicate to make the deal to bring Salvo into Syndicate Space. Which is pretty nuts. Like, I get a feeling we've had a lot of teasers for Gaia over time, which very well could be the next planet that we introduce as an actual map in Apex Legends. But Salvo here feels like it's maybe a little bit more distinct. It feels like it would be a very industrial planet for us to land on. So give us another very different locale, sort of environment to fight in. And here, amazing, just very stark dynamic shown. Bam! Lifeline. Fuck you. Girl got fucking fire. I love how she's drawn here. You can really feel the passion coming out of her. And then Darion being logical to the situation and protecting the things that he and Cherisse deem most important, which is the business, but he's willing to protect Ajay. He's trying to help her still in at least what he views as help. She's right. They're correct to use the spin on those words. And then Mama Shay, Cherisse, you calm your tongue, woman. You are not fair to your daughter in any fucking respect. Again, the logic does kind of actually make sense. I keep trying to save you. I keep trying to make you work in the way that the world works. But you keep trying to make it work the way you want it to. And that's why we love you, girl. Shut up, mama. It was her choice, but she made it and she's gonna fucking change things from it. You don't change anything. But yeah, as I said earlier, like, the fact that he's willing to kill their daughter immediately just shows how clear the Shay's sort of just lack of care for Ajay is. It's kind of fucking horrible. But we stand with our girl anyway, like, yeah, she knows what she's doing. And yeah, the happy ending that was continually teased to not exist, the situation of at least what we got built up to, Path on the ground, Gibraltar chopping a leg off, which as he's about to chop the leg off, has the fight ended already from that very first panel? But yeah, Gibraltar actually managed to sneak in, which I had wondered how he changed clothes from the earlier chapters. And 2, Path had us going the whole time. That's really cool, because we were all there like, there's no way that Path's dead, right? That's dumb, because obviously it's dumb, right? And then you had Creighton Sawtelle like lifting his body off the ground, which made us go like, whoa, 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 what the fuck's Creighton doing? How the fuck's he do that? And we all just sort of kind of forgot that, yeah, Path might even be in on it. This is Path showing he's grown a bit. He's smarter, man. Ash has taught him well. Bam. That's how you end a chapter. Yeah, that concludes our sort of conflict that, oh shit, everything's gone to shit. And now it's nicely set up that we have the triumphant return, the hype train coming in, do you know? Everything's okay after all, and we're gonna make it okay now. I hope next chapter actually gives us some fleshing out of them making it okay, and how they do that, and especially how someone like Lifeline is going to react to Creighton Sawtelle. I think she might even be able to be smart enough to reach some sort of understanding with him. Or she just kicks his ass. I'm definitely down for that, especially look at the fierce. Yeah, love it. Yeah, this chapter was really good. Brought the hype train, it was loads of fun, especially the beginning. Like, I think they've learned well from Season 6, the first ship, that keeping up like this balance of comedy and sort of serious drama, and then like the hype that they've actually got going on here, the mystery, the character focus. Like, yeah, the Broken Ghost gave everyone something, but the First Ship and Family Portrait have really focused in and given the legends that they're focused on a lot more depth, personally. Yeah, what a chapter, man. This is how I feel right now. And this toilet seat is going to be the new Overwatch comic when I bring my sharp metal heel down on it and point out how disappointing that fucking thing was. Oh well, at least we got Apex, eh? Thanks for staying with me, friends. I really hope you enjoyed this chapter, because it has been, personally, a pretty happy ending for everything we've got. I like how it sets us up going forward. Yeah, Family Portrait has balanced out the sort of plot-driven Broken Ghost and the character-focused First Ship to give us something nicely more balanced and a bit more whole. I hope that everyone is a bit more invested in this time round. But with that, that's enough out of me. I've been Euclidean Vision, the emotional support. Thanks for staying with me. Take care of yourselves out there, teammates. May the glorious light of Beskil shine within you. Bye-bye.
I